So I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but from what I've heard, this NIC cold front is the most recent thing. Of course, we're just in a test server right now. I don't think the actual thing's released, but hey, I thought I'd take a look at what we got so far. First of all, I'm noticing that the starting tick seems to be able to go pretty high. Let's see how this is a little bit scary, actually. I don't know why we would need that much, but anyway. So here's our tech tree, it looks like. It seems like most of this stuff is pretty new, or at least has, like, new images. Like these guys, which, oh, this just hurts. That it goes grunts to riflemen. Doesn't make sense to me. Nationals sounds interesting. Disorganized, incapable of halting the movement of enemies. So that seems like a bad thing, I guess. Alright, let's get started. There appears to be a decent amount of stuff here, which is nice. I guess I'll start with the tutorial just in case it's different. It appears to be, maybe, I guess. Can I change it? I can change the difficulty. I'm just going to go with normal for now. I don't think you can even change the difficulty on the normal Nick tutorial. Welcome to the range. Get ya men in there and get shooting. Cool. I do not know what any of this means. Is it just me, or is this guy's moving like more than infantry normally does? I think it's like an extra space or something. Still pretty normal machine gun. You know what? I may as well. There we go. We got him back. Been a while since I've actually used this, but I forgot I've also got a tail there. That was probably like 100 Robux just for that. I guess we'll just kill the target dummy then. Oh, and then they've got a cooler model here. Got their machine guns, assault rifles, whatever. A lot of the UI seems to be the same, but honestly, I'm okay with it because they've been kind of upgrading the UI over the years. So, you know, why regress? Okay, so we have no ammo and wants me to defeat more guys. I guess I'll capture the supply depot, assuming no one's guarding it. If anyone is, I'm just screwed, but this is the tutorial, so I'm sure we're fine. A whole lot of going from turn to turn, just moving spaces and then clicking end turn. Okay, these enemies? They're not, okay. So they're just giving me some guys. I'm assuming I'm just gonna attack these dummies and it's kind of showcasing that I've got different ranges. Still says defeat 3, so maybe this one over here. Oh, that's so weird to be able to move that far. Oh, there is, okay. Light gunner. Take out that guy. Oh, that's weird. Why can't I attack there? Sniper also can't attack right in front of them, except they can here. I don't even know. The sniper does not one-shot the target dummy, though. That's kind of dumb, honestly. At least it did pin him down, though. And the sniper, like, looks cool and all, but if you're not going to be able to one-shot a single dude, that's just awkward. Alright, that's the first one done. Pretty much all stuff I already knew. I guess I'm just going to quickly run through the rest of them because they may introduce new mechanics that are useful. Our scouting party spotted some enemy remnants on the road. They're weakened, so they're easy targets. Select a troop by clicking or tapping it and move it forward to attack an enemy. We already kind of got that with the last tutorial. You can use number keys to select attacks or click the attack icon. Then click on the target you want to attack. Cool, so that didn't actually tell me anything new. So we got our scout jeep. They're not dynamic like the rest of these guys, which is too bad. I'd like if they did that, but whatever. That's alright. Scout Jeep can move pretty far. Linemen, I think we can take out easily. Just run up to these guys. Get rid of them. The more kills a unit gets, the stronger it becomes. I assume he's talking about veterancy. Grunts. Let's keep moving. Oh, we got a light tank. Does the Jeep have anything? No, but it has this building, so I can make a flare. Provides scouting from the sky along with the ability to call for fire support. That's pretty interesting, actually. Light flare. That sounds like the same thing. I don't know what the difference is there. Anyway, so we do have a mortar team. If I move him, like, just one up, that looks like that'll do it. But he probably can't attack, and no, he can. We'll just do that, which doesn't do, like, any damage at all. Cool. He has 4, though, so I'll just do it anyway. Units with high base attack can hurt armored units. Use the bazookas to kill the tankette. These types of attacks are also usually better against buildings as well. Where... Oh, they just gave me a bazooka. Cool. And it's got extra range, so we can just do that. I think it said tankette, but this is a light tank. I don't know what they were talking about. Okay, so I can't use it this turn, unfortunately. Let's do that, see if I can lower its morale a little bit. I'm not going to put the Jeep up there, though. That might get damaged. Well, they do it. They have sparks coming off of it, which is cool. I'm going to move up the mortar team further. Then Bazooka is going to finish off the light tank. Let's take this supply depot and move on to the next. Expect more resistance. On the next turn, you'll be able to capture it by selecting your infantry unit, and then selecting the building. To capture a building, move an infantry unit next to the building. Cool, cool. So the Bazooka can just easily capture that in itself. It's time to wipe out the last outpost, just up there, I assume. Actually, that's a supply depot. I'm assuming it's the same thing. It's low in health, so we can either capture it or destroy it. Command says they have an assault tank. Expect the worst. You may have noticed you've been reinforced with a supply truck and bazooka. Oh, supply truck? Where? There it is. And a medium tank. You're not going to mention that? You can move infantry into transport units. This is extremely useful when you need to get infantry to the front quickly. Next turn, I guess. Mortar team can do 42. Still, mortar team is practically useless with that kind of damage. But at least it'll get the kill. Maybe do a little bit more in the future with that veterancy. Alright, that seems to be all I can do this turn. There are no targets in sight, though, so we're okay. Okay, well, now there are. These guys are... You could sneeze on them and they'd die. Well, that's a cool icon for them. The bazooka actually has to wait another turn before it can attack, which is a shame. That's going to make things harder since it's our best bet against that assault tank. This does appear to be maybe running on wheels, so I think that the road is... Yeah, the road's going to be preferable. We'll send them around back. The range on this seems to be 2, so I can get the scout jeep up here and still attack. Also has that flare, but I don't think I really need it. I could kill those linemen. That's 56, 43. I'll get the scout jeep, the half veterancy, or give it to the grunts. Okay, so we're lowering the assault tank's morale, which is nice. That's got really good range. That's 3 for medium tank. And then all I can really do here, this guy's got a ton of ammo, so I might as well just lower his morale a little bit. And then I'm going to move the bazooka out of here so he doesn't get killed, because he's pretty valuable. Ooh, scout jeep is barely alive. We're all way too packed together as well, so we lost a ton of morale from that. I should have thought about that. Fortunately, they're right by the supply depot, so we can deal with that. Morale really isn't actually that low, all things considered. The mortar can hit this guy once. I'm going to send him over and then resupply him next turn. Okay, so he does a lot more damage to my medium tank than my medium tank does to him. Also, apparently the assault tank can hold units. That's new, and yeesh. Cool, I guess, but kind of sucks for me right now. If I get the supply truck right here, then I drop the bazooka off right here, he can attack this assault tank, and the medium tank can attack it as well, so they should be able to kill it. And then these grunts come over here and fight the linemen, and they probably shouldn't be able to kill the bazooka after that. First of all, I'm going to attack here just in case it can one-shot it, which it can, so I actually won't take the bazooka out. We'll keep these grunts in the trees for less damage, which may be the case. I'm not 100% sure. I assume it's a similar system at least. Do that. We could get the jeep over there, which will finish him off, I assume. Still a little weird that these guys aren't dynamic. They just kind of exist, whereas everyone else moves up and down. These linemen seem kind of annoying. I'm going to start attacking them. Grunts are almost out of ammo, so we'll get them next to the supply truck. These grunts will come in and finish them off. The grunts seem to be doing more damage to each other than they do in normal NIC. Normal NIC, it feels like you'd have to hit them at least 3, maybe even 4 times to kill grunts. I believe we're basically just good to head to the supply depot now, so I'll probably send over the medium tank to just take it out. Yeah, it looks empty. Another turn of just moving every unit on the map. I honestly don't think I even need to. Yeah, because I'll just do that and win. Last tutorial, high ground. I'm wondering if that means that there's some kind of difference with high ground damage, if it's like a mechanic, or if it's just the name of the map. Typically, the name is related in these tutorials, so we'll see. Artillery units are incredibly powerful ranged attackers that can only fire at targets near your own units. In order to fire artillery, an allied unit with a radio needs to be near the target. Hostiles spotted over the ridge. Someone clear that machine gun employment quick before our boys get chopped to pieces by it. I'm assuming that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, first of all, this looks really cool. The high ground itself is pretty cool, just from different levels. I really like just the map design. It's like I can't say anything really specific about it other than it just has a ton of attention to detail here, which is really nice. For some reason, I can like see everything Looks like this is doing it. Is this like a flare? I imagine that's probably a flare, right? Yeah, okay. I'm wondering, this appears to be an enemy flare, so maybe flares show everyone the units there, even the enemy, because I'm the enemy right now. So that's an interesting concept, if that's the case. Looks like it just gave us a bunch of units. I'm assuming it's not going to be giving me any kind of resupplies, so we're going to have to figure this out ourselves. Oh, okay, so the flare is basically running out of fuel, so it's just telling me where all the enemies are right now. Defeat boosted flare. I don't know what that means. And defeat medium gunner and medium tank. That's the medium tank over here. Just cool tank model. And then the medium gunner right here. Now, how exactly I attack them, I do not know. Oh, I didn't even realize these guys are actually on my side. That's very helpful. Alright, so we know the medium gunner's right here. I guess it's not going to be holding my hand on this one, so I'm going to have to actually do this myself. I'm just going to howitzer him. You think that got him? Looks so. We need to keep pushing through the valley. Expect heavy resistance. The last medium tank up near the top of the trenches. You're advised to use your howitzer to knock out the final medium tank. Alright, so it's somewhere over here. I could just try to wait for them to come to me, but that might not be the best idea. I think this APC has no one in it, so I'm just going to quickly load them up. There doesn't appear to be any way to get the high ground units to the lower ground, so I'm just going to have to go the next turn, I guess. I feel like I don't need all of these units for the tutorial, to be honest, but, you know, what you going to do? At least it feels cool to move around this whole army of guys. I'm thinking I got the scout jeep over here, and it might reveal this upper area, and then I can use this howitzer to hit the medium tank, because its range is absolutely massive. Okay, linemen are coming out, getting shot. The medium gunner, yeah, it works like it does in normal NIC, so I can just shoot him again. Over here. I see linemen there. I'm just gonna use the howitzer. There we go. Unless it's right there, we should have hit him with that. Let's see if the scout jeep can shoot up there. He can. I'm gonna move back just one to make sure he can't fight back. Oh, the medium tank is over here now. Looks like this might be a bit more intense than I first anticipated. It looks like the bazooka also moves slower than these grunts. That kind of messes up my lines, but it's okay. Oh, I didn't even know I had a supply carrier. Should probably be using that. Oh, and then also the sniper is at an even higher ground. And the medium gunner had its attack regenerate really quickly. Okay, so we can finish off these guys. Sniper's going to do the most damage to them, but it can't actually hit them, unfortunately. So it's just going to have to go for these linemen. Grunts are going to run in, attack the light gunner. I believe the medium gunner should be able to still hit them. Yep, there we go. Gonna move the scout jeep back here. Oh, okay, so I can use the flare. I'll just put it up here. Oh, okay, so now I understand even more now. We have a artillery call-in flare, and we also have just a flare that shows light. That makes more sense. I'm gonna drop off a grunt in there, then go here and drop off 2 more. We'll use them as kind of a tank to take all the hits. And the recon tank is going to hide in here. And once he comes into our range, we'll start firing on him. Oh. Okay, we've got a half track in there. The bazooka should be able to get him, but it's kind of risky going for the half track. Especially if I can finish off the medium tank, I just win. I'm going to put the bazooka in here. I imagine they probably saw me do that. But it doesn't matter because the bazooka does a ton of damage, apparently. So we win. Alright, cool. Alright, so I got a bit of a loadout here. Obviously, I don't really know what most of these things do, or at least their new stats in this game. But this is what we've got. I'm thinking we're going to start with the actual first campaign. I'm assuming that's introduction. And we'll do Hostile Dawn. Still going to do normal, just because I literally don't know what any, units differences are. Which I've already seen a lot of them. For example, the bazooka is quite good now, from what I can tell, at least. Okay, it looks like, yes, we can set up our actual loadout, but we don't have very many spaces to do it. We do have an outpost, so we should be able to build stuff, so that's nice. Also, recon tank. So that'll help with the heavy artillery or the mortar carriage. First of all, I probably shouldn't use the medium gunner because it looks like I'm going to attack because of how big this map actually is. So I'm going to go with nationals just because I want some infantry. I'm interested with what these shock troopers really are, so I'm just going to have one of those. I'm going to get us the mortar carriage to go with this. Oh, it looks like I can actually put something in the mortar carriage. That's really, really useful. Since I can put something in the mortar carriage, I'm going to probably go with a bigger vehicle here. I'm going to get a supply thing afterwards. So instead, we'll go with the medium tank. There we go. These two look like they already have radios, so we don't really need to worry about anymore. So, Major Colin Gobbins. Morning, General. We have a rather simple job today, so let's get to it. Our military convoy has been diverted here to suppress an armed insurrection within the area. Locals have reported them fortifying a nearby town with a stolen medium tank. Expect ambushes along the main route into the town, and they likely have the front entrance well guarded. Perhaps we could flank them with an alternate route into the town. Regardless, let us ensure this insurrection is put down hastily before any civilians come under harm from their misdeeds. Glory to Viridia, General. I assume Viridia is us, maybe? Guess we'll see. Alright, outpost. Yep, we can make stuff. I'm gonna immediately get us that supply half track. Looks like most of these guys are dynamic, so that's pretty nice. I'd like the recon tank to go first, but that'll work. Gonna get these nationals into the supply half track, and the shock troopers are honestly just gonna kind of be on their own, but they move so far that's honestly okay. All right, so we have defeat medium tank and then get to supply depots. There's one. The other one is all the way on the other side of the map. Recon tank could go decently far. You can't store anyone inside him, so I don't know if it'd be useful to have him go all the way over there. Also, Outpost does have infinite supply, so that's very helpful. I think I'm going to try to go around on the roadside. There's a light gunner. He should be easy enough to deal with. Our cannon's going to do 42. Machine guns can do 35. Not great, but it's over 33, so it'll be able to three-shot them. This guy, let's see, does his... Yes, okay, that machine gun goes further, so we can hit these light gunners with it. 56. Oh, that is not a machine gun. I guess that's what the heavy machine gun is. Gotcha. Mortar carriage. We do have some guys in here, so... Oof, that sucks. I don't have a good way of dealing with them. But these guys, I assume, don't have any real way of dealing with the mortar carriage either. So we should be fine there. Alright, they've left it open for the nationals to come in. Very nice. We got more of them over here. There are a lot of enemies right now. I'm not liking this. At least if I can get through all of these guys, I'm going to have a lot of leftover veterancy. Mortar carriage is going to take care of one of these guys. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take out these light gunners here with another heavy machine gun. Really lowering these guys' morale. Okay, not that much, I guess, but lowering it nevertheless. And after that, there's nothing I can do. These guys just kind of get to sit here in the middle of my army. I'm going to send in the shock troopers right here. See what they can do. 50s, pretty nice. I'm going to attack these guys then. And they're less accessible to my other units. I don't like going in the trees with the tanks, but I gotta. Now we're going to come over here. Okay, I've got a bit of an option. So 43, which won't one-shot them. Or we could do that. That's probably the best for now. Okay, got a mobility kill. I like that. 40, 75. We're getting rid of this guy. Press on, people. I'll have a message sent to command about this. Basilens, something like that, shouldn't be here, let alone shooting at us. I'm assuming that's another faction. All right, I like the implementation of story. I'll just have to learn what all these other factions are first. I can actually get these nationals like this. Hold on. If I can click right. Oh man, they're still alive. Alright, well they shouldn't be able to do much, but they can probably run away, which would suck. Okay, we're gonna get this real quick. Hope we aren't late. Let's wreck these idiots. That's somebody. Heavens, they called for backup. Their scouts must have known we were coming. Prepare for a counterattack from the enemy general. Okay, so I probably should have been making reinforcements this whole time. I just thought we'd be able to push through. Looks like that might not be the case. We're gonna grab a medium tank, then probably some more stuff next turn. We're gonna move this recon. That's a recon tank, right? Yep. Move it over here. So we can hit these guys, these guardsmen. Mortar carriage can not do a ton. I can move into these tank traps, though. That should allow the mortar carriage to take him out, though, I think. Just gonna get veterancy for these guys. Then, mortar carriage will attack these guys instead. Then move over here. We'll resupply mortar carriage. See, I like the mortar carriage because it's like a transport unit, but at the same time also gives me anti-infantry capabilities. Okay, so I still don't think I've seen that whole general they were talking about. Move the shock troopers over here. They'll quickly take out these guardsmen. Since they can move so far, the Nationals will come over here, do some damage there. Okay, so I can do 43 or 38. Yeesh. That kind of sucks. Maybe we can get him with the mortar carriage, though. There we go. One more attack, and we got another veterancy on that mortar carriage. This is really nice because almost everything I have has a radio, so we don't have to worry too much. Gonna move the medium tank up a bit, just in case it needs supplies. Recon tank, I'll probably supply it next turn. I'm gonna send the supply half track. Actually, I'm not gonna send it back just yet because I'm gonna be producing stuff basically every turn. Another mortar carriage since we have so many radios. Alright, another combat jeep. Shouldn't be too bad. We got the recon and medium tank. Recon has no knockouts. Medium tank has one, so I'm thinking I'm going to get it the knockout for the veterancy. Resupply that recon tank. Thinking I'm going to get a few more guys here, and then we'll push up again. Okay, now I'm going to send the supply half track back, because I probably don't need too much. Oh, I have the supply heli equipped. And I can just spawn that in. That would be really helpful, actually, but I probably won't use it. Scout Jeep seems good. Another radio unit. That's a bazooka. Take cover. Keep our armor out of their sights, General. Pushing the entrance is going to be tricky. All right, so they got bazookas. Is that what they just used here? I wasn't watching, to be honest. I'm going to shoot in there just in case it was, and then move back to get resupplied. Going to move up all the infantry a little bit. Mortar carriage as well. Far can that attack? It can hit that spot if we get some guys closer. We do have a lot of armor right now, so that bazooka might be annoying. I'm also going to make somebody for the supply half track to carry. Thinking field medics. Quickly just start sniping them like that. Should be able to kill them next turn pretty easily. Though it would have been nice if they were pinned down. That's got pretty good range, so I'm actually going to move the medium tank up one so we can finish him off this turn. Okay, I'm going to wait just a little bit longer to see if the bazooka is going to come out, but if not, I'm just going to have to send up the recon tank and spam it with these mortar carriages. Get that supply half track back to full. Oh wait, actually, I can start shooting it with the recon tank because it's got so much range. Ugh. That sucks. Okay, still does a lot of damage to the guardsmen, so we can get rid of them. So I'm thinking I'm going to move up this medium tank so that this one can come in. Or I can attack right now, just get these guys out of the way. Then move back here so it's relatively safe since it has a little bit less health than this other one. Well, this other one comes in and hits the bazooka, which is already damaged because I guessed right earlier. Now we've got one less bazooka, so I think I'm confident enough to start pushing for real. Maybe I'll make one more thing, though. Just gonna get another scout jeep, because I can. I think I'll... No, I'm gonna wait a turn. I'm gonna be patient. Alright, that turn ended pretty quick, so I think it's safe to move up. We're gonna be leaving soon, so I might as well just heal this recon tank to full. Now, sending up the medium tank. Scout jeep as well. Okay, there is somebody in there. Ooh, 3 damage is nothing. That sucks. Mortar carriage can't reach that far, unfortunately. I think I'm going to send one mortar carriage up there with a medium tank, though. I'll send that with it next turn. So I can do 47. That's much better. Or 17. I'm going to go with 47. We still haven't fought that medium tank, though, so that's kind of worrisome. Well, does this guy have a gas mask on? He does. These guys are really cool. And then maybe I can finish him off? Not quite. They're pinned down, though, so they're not going anywhere. We can probably kill them with a machine gun next turn. This mortar carriage is going to move as well. Much better. A lot of enemies here. I'm glad these guardsmen attacked the recon tank instead of the infantry right next to them. Okay, we're going to send them in here just so they can see better. They're almost out of ammo, actually. But they're in the house, so it shouldn't be too bad for them. Kill these guys with the scout jeep. And these guys are pretty low, so we'll finish them off with the recon tank. I believe there was something in here, so we'll just do that. Then move up into the, or at least attempt to move up into the tree line. Fail doing it. We got lots of fuel, so we can move them up pretty far. Also going to move up the mortar carriage. Get this medium tank resupplied, and we'll have our side crew going up here. Need the medium tank just in case there's enemies, which there might be because there's a supply depot. But the mortar carriage will be good just so it can reach all this stuff later on. That's annoying. That's even worse, the fact that he does exactly 100 damage. Yeesh. So we're going to do what I can there. The heavy machine guns only can do 5, so that's not even worth trying. Get this recon tank in. We're just going to spam him. Okay, we got him in 1 turn. Ah, they nailed their engine. Game over, man. That's not how they would talk, most likely, but whatever. Blast, they got Hudson's medium tank. Fall back, now. That's it, now to crush the rest of them before they can regroup. This mortar carriage can hit these guardsmen. And these shock troopers move super far, so we'll get them over in that tree line. Other mortar carriage still isn't close enough to really do anything. Okay, there are enemies up here. Good thing we got the medium tank. 60 in tree line is pretty good damage, I gotta say. Scout Jeep's gonna help them up here because there's so many weird infantry guys. Alright, I think we got this now. Okay, someone just got healed in here, and we got these guardsmen, which is too bad. Get rid of them. Move into the tree line. Okay, so yeah, the sniper's still there. That's what it is. Can the shock troopers? No, they can't move into the wreckage area. Ugh, the sniper's so close. Come on. Maybe I can... There we go. So we'll have the mortar carriage attack them, and the medium tank attack them. There we go. Then let the shock troopers move in there, and we'll win next turn. But even despite that, I'm still just going to attack everything I can. Alright, there we are. Last objective complete. So it definitely wasn't the most challenging, but I still had a lot of fun doing it. I think there's a lot to learn here, or relearn, because a lot of the mechanics are different. But yeah, if you guys like this, then, you know, you can comment telling me, and I'll come back and make more on this. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.